What's going on, family? Hope everybody's having a good day. You know what it is. We're going to open Q&A today. What does that mean? I'm pretty much answering any and everything. Whatever you got, let me know. No, a lot of you all have had questions. A lot of you all want to know some things. A lot of you all, I mean, when I say some things, it's not just stock market stuff. Y'all just got questions. I want to know what's up. What do you got? I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling like answering questions, right? How do I get 15K? I think you meant to you. Money order? Brandon, you must be like 65. I don't know the last time I seen a money order, big dog. I'm messing with you. No, so you can just DM me or anything. I'll send you the link for the 15K. You good. Let's see. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I have a quick question. What's your question, baby? Drop them. Now, hey, there's going to be a lot of people coming in here, probably about 500-600 people. If I don't get to your question, please don't feel some kind of way about it. I'm not ignoring you. It's just too many of y'all, right? So what I'll need you to do is when you type out your question, copy it. So if I don't answer that question, just repaste it or paste it into the chat and re-ask your question. Sometimes you might have to re-ask that question 5-10 times before I see it. But hey, this is all free, baby. It's free game. It's, I'm giving my time away. This is kind of what I'd like to do this every other week where I just give my time away. So hey, if I can do this, you can repaste your question that I'm missing 5-10 times, right? Let's get started. Let's see. Jaleel, my man, what's going on? How do you play Apple today? I did not play Apple today. Why is G doing a 1-to-8 reverse split? I have no idea. Bye calls at 191. Oversold. What you think? We got a good play coming. You just hold tight. For a lot of you all who are going to be asking me questions about a bunch of stocks, I need y'all to know, or really just period, like, hey, what do you think about this stock? And somebody just asked something about G doing a 1-to-8 reverse split. Did you play Apple today? And fucking this stock moves real high today. Did you play that? Something y'all need to understand, and something I try to teach a lot of my students, is that the way we're able to win so much, so often, and lose a very small amount of time because we stay focused. I have a lot of my people pick 4, maybe even 3 to 5 stocks, and you trade those 3 to 5 stocks up and down because you can make money when the stock goes down, but you can't play 10, 20, 30 stocks like that. If you're going to play it up and then play it down, you got to make sure you're paying attention to a few, okay? This is how we trade. Is it course just like Forex in a way? No, not at all. First of all, anybody, let me get this out. A lot of y'all are used to this Forex shit because so many of y'all got friends and stuff that's in a Forex downline. What that basically means is they're in some type of multi-level marketing scheme, right? So they make money when they sign you up. And then if you sign some people up, then you make money and they make money. And then it keeps going and keeps going. That's not what I'm doing. I don't have a downline. I don't have any fucking multi-level marketing going on. We just trade the stock market, right? This is where we make our money. When people ask me, is Forex better or is stock market better? Let me ask you something. Is Warren Buffett in Forex? No. Is fucking Jeff Bezos in Forex? Did fucking Elon Musk make his billions of dollars from Forex? No. Where did they make their money? Stock market. So I trade the stock market because I follow the money, right? So for all y'all who got Forex questions, I'm not a Forex fan. It's not to say that you can't make money from Forex, but I don't know anybody who's at the level that I'm trying to attain who actively trades the Forex market, okay? So I'm not worried about your little, a lot of y'all got some, some people that you follow that might make, a couple million a year, maybe 5 million a year, something like that. Like I'm trying to pull 100 million out the stock market. Like, I'm trying to pull $1 billion over the next 10 years. I'm trying to pull $1 billion out of the stock market. Ain't that type of liquidity in the Forex market, okay? So I don't trade Forex. Does EMAs touching the Bollinger Band have significance to it? No, not really. Why is G doing it? Okay, so I don't know. Thoughts on shops earnings. I don't play earnings, and I don't suggest y'all play earnings. That's not something we do. A lot of people lose a lot of money trying to play earnings. It is a very good way to lose money. What's your thoughts on Bitcoin? I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna be fine. I think we're getting ready to reverse, but I still do think when we make the top, because I think it'll run to like $250,000, maybe even $300,000. I think once it gets up there, I still think we're due for a 90% crash. I told you I was gonna go back from 64,000 down to 28 or 30. That ain't the crash that I'm talking about. Bitcoin has not crashed yet. That's not the crash that I was talking about. I think it's going to go. It's going to be a nice crash when we make a top, and I don't think we've made the top yet. I have two Apple puts, 104 strike, August 24th. First, bad idea. I don't really know. I don't know if that's a bad idea or not. What did you see on that? That's my question. Does EMAs touching Bollinger Bands have significance? I answered that. I would say no. What the fuck up about Alibaba's being manipulated? That's all that is. But we're not worried. If you look at your monthly chart, it's just fine. It's bouncing off. It's going through that 50 EMA on that monthly chart. It'll come right back. I can't guarantee that. I don't know how long they're going to manipulate it, but it should be fine. What's the best way to set a stop in E-trade? Stop limit or exit order? Stop limit. Let's see. What's the best way? Okay, so I got that. It's safe to get HAE contracts yet? Nope. Don't do it. Shares only. Let's see, it's being self-sufficient. I don't know what that means. You think the market will dip again tomorrow? I don't know. I do think over time we're gonna get the dip that I've been waiting on, but is it gonna be tomorrow? I don't know. Right now the market is being artificially inflated, so I have no idea. Dubai is going to do artificial rain using drones. Any idea what drone companies that could be? I don't know. It could be private. It could be private drone companies, but that's pretty fucking cool. I won't lie. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Does EMAs? Okay, so I answered that. What do you think about Bitcoin? I answered that. What's the next road to SCB info? I don't know if I'm gonna do another one of those. Baba gonna continue to go down. I can't tell y'all what Alibaba is gonna do. I have no idea. Fuck Forex, respectfully. Backs. MicroStrategy going up. It moves with Bitcoin, so yeah, it definitely should. Off subject, can you plug your vegan book? How to Vegan Keto is one, and The Wow Rabbit. That's my second. Actually, that was my first vegan book that I wrote when I was a vegan trainer. Just go on Amazon and type in Taste Sweat book, right? And both of them should pop up. I think AMC's trash. Don't touch it. How can you tell the market is artificially inflated? So you have something that's called fundamentals, right? And you have something that's also called quantitative easing. So a lot of this stuff goes hand in hand. And when they print money, that's all quantitative easing means. When they print money, guess what? They got to do something with that money. They give a lot of the money away, right? They give a lot of the money away to the people, right? So you get your STEMI, you get your STEMI check and your PPP loans, right? But they also buy securities or stocks or indexes with this money, right? So when I say it's inflated, they can push money into the market to keep it propped up, even though it needs to actually pull back. So there's a saying that says the stock market can remain solvent. No, the stock market can remain irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Essentially, what that means is if you bet against the market can continue to pump money in the market longer than you can stand to go against the market. So it'll blow you out and keep blowing you out, right? Let's see. Greg, what's going on, Greg? Hey man, you know my jumper was tight. Don't play with me like that. You know my jumper was tight. But no, man, I do these free classes so we can learn the stock market, and I do what I can to try to answer. You know, we got almost 400 people here, so I got a lot of questions coming in. So it is hard for me to just zone in on one question and spend a lot of time on it. But I'm trying to answer everybody question that's coming in. But of course, if this is too, spotty for a lot of you all, and you want to actually come where the information is targeted, then of course, I have programs for that too. Where can I rewatch this? Now, a lot of my stuff a lot of the free classes that I do are posted to YouTube. So if any of y'all want to rewatch this stuff and other stuff I do, go to YouTube. It's all there. Okay. Let's see, what are some key factors in Forex trading that we need to master? I don't like Forex, so I don't know. How to get Bollinger Bands set up like yours? Just go to your Bollinger Bands. Let's see. It's super simple. All right. So look, you go indicators, you type in BB, Bollinger Bands, and you just click it. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Literally, you just click it. If you want to go in and play with it a little bit, that's fine. But yeah, you literally just go in. If you want to play with it, you hit this little tab here, and then you can come in and you can take out the basis, which is the middle, because you don't need that. You just need the upper and the lower. That's it. Hit okay. You're good to go. Right. Let's see. Can you show how to make flags and channels? You don't make flags technically. Flags make them, like the stock market makes the flags. And then the channels, you just want to connect 3 or more dots. Let me show y'all real quick, right? I told you I'm just giving away a little game today. I'm feeling good, right? I'm feeling good. So I'm just gonna go to a blank canvas. So let's go to the DJI. So we'll go here because I haven't drawn on that yet, right? So if I'm looking at a stock, first of all, y'all are like, whoa, what the fuck is all of that, right? This is what I teach. I told y'all there's a lot of stuff to learn, but most people are like, well, I can Google all of that. So I just say, okay, we'll go Google it. How about that? Go and Google. Have at it. We don't need that Bollinger Band, and we can take that off. All right. You want to draw a channel? You come in here. You grab you a either trend line, horizontal line, depends on what you're trying to do, okay, or an extended. These are my 3, okay. I like the extended if I'm going like in an upward trajectory. So here, boom, connect, and there you go. All right, the rule is you need to connect 3 or more of these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that, even at the bottom. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And look, we got plenty. What this shows me is this is a solid ass line, which tells me that if this stock goes way up here, so let me draw you something, right? So if this stock does this and it gets away from this line right here, we know that eventually this stock will come back and touch this line. We just know that. And because it's a support line, we know that more than likely it might bounce off that line. So if you buy it there, it might bounce and go back up. So that's just a little free game, right? That's just a little free game. It's much more complicated than that, but that is a very good way of being able to read the markets and seeing what's going on here, right? You can also draw what's called a resistance line. Let's go back. So we want to draw another extended. We'll pick it here. Boom, maybe like right in there. Actually, I don't like that line. So I'm going to grab the top of this line here. Boom, and we will see how that works. which is about right. Yep. There we go. Look at that. The line will go all the way back and it will test as support and resistance. Look at that. Support, resistance, 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 support, support, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance. So it's a great line, right? And basically what these lines tell you, for the most part, that this stock will hit here, go up to here, come back down here, hit here. So essentially you buy it at, you know, this is a pretty expensive fucking stock, but you buy it at 35,000 and it will go to 38,000 eventually, right? It goes up here, you can sell it short, or you can do a put, go back down. Now, you don't want to trade this. This is Dow Jones. But I'm just kind of showing you some examples, right? Like I said, a lot of you all are not going to understand what the hell I'm saying, but this is what I teach, right? This is some along the lines of what I teach. There's a lot more to learn, but I'm just giving you a little game. Y'all can never say I don't teach y'all. Let's see. They already know what my questions about, and I'm waiting. I'm trying to change our people through film. Oh, we're gonna get there. Trust me. We're gonna get there. I already know. Trading the zone. I think trading the zone is fine. It's not gonna teach. It's not gonna make y'all a good trader. That's one of the things about trading. Trading is kind of like, y'all gonna laugh at me about this, but I'm gonna keep it real. Trading is kind of like sex, right? Trading is kind of like sex. What I mean by that is you get better at sex the more you do it. Family says, this nigga loves sex. Don't you? Wait a minute. Now we got to stop. Which one of y'all don't love sex? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Which one of y'all don't? I'm just saying. Even a Buddhist love it. He's just disciplined. Right? So anyway, let's get back to it. So trading the stock market is kind of like sex, right? The more you do it or the more you practice at it. Somebody above was like, that's a lie. You lose the grip. No. If you're practicing, see, let me say this. They used to say practice makes perfect, but that's not true because you could be practicing the wrong way, right? If you're practicing how to, let's just say, use a screwdriver to screw in a nail or screw into a wall, right? If you're trying to screw something in that requires a fucking Phillip head and you got a flat head that's too big for the screw, I don't know how much you practice, you're practicing wrong, right? So the wrong practice does not make perfect. So practice does not make perfect. So let me say that first, right? Some of y'all, and I get it all the time, a lot of people come to me, they've been studying the stock market and practicing the stock market for years. I actually have some guys who've been practicing the stock market longer than I've been trading the stock market. I've only been trading for 6 years, 5 years, going on 6, right? So I got some guys that come to me, they say, I've been trying to trade the stock market for 10 years. And I'm like, how profitable are you? Well, actually, I'm not. I haven't made any money yet because as soon as I make some, I lose again. Or I lose more than I win. And I'm like, holy fuck, you've been practicing wrong, right? I paid for the money, I practiced right. And then I got to the profits year 1, year 2. Right? So a lot of people, you're hustling backwards, baby. You're hustling backwards. Some people say, what's the best way to build a small account? I actually don't suggest y'all trade with a small account. I've said this before. I don't suggest y'all trade with a small account. What I would rather you to do is if you got $500, $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000, what I would rather you do is find a good stock at a good area, put the $5,000 or the $2,000 or the $1,000, put it in a stock, let it run, just let it sit there and stay in that stock long term, right? And while you're waiting for that stock to grow, you need to be working your ass off and saving money so that you can build an account to start trading with. The reason why I suggest this is because the more you trade with and the better, you got to have education too, but the more you trade with, the harder it is for you to lose, right? So a lot of y'all are trading $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. It's not the easiest thing to do, for one. For two, a lot of you are looking to save your fucking life by trading a small amount into a larger amount. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not the biggest fan. So build your account. The way you build your account, let me see. How much minimum would you start with trading? Well, here's my goal. I, for one, believe we always come into money. Money has never been our problem. Even some of the poorest Black people I know, money has not been our problem, y'all. It's really not. And I got to say this the right way, because I'm sure I'm going to step on some toes. But if you are on this live chat right now, money is not your fucking problem. Your problem is you don't know what to do with the money when you get it. You don't know how to spend it. You don't know how to hold on to it. Money's not your problem. So, and I'm getting somewhere. I'm really gonna get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna answer your question, right? But let me just say this: money's not your problem. I see people that make $40,000 a year, and they buying shit like this, right? Why the fuck are you walking around in Gucci slides and you barely make mid? You're not even middle lower class. You are lower class, right? And you're buying fucking Gucci slides. You're buying fucking $200 pairs Jordans, right? Why the fuck are you doing that? That's my question. But this is our problem. Money is not our problem. It's the fact that you don't know how to spend or hold on to the money. So the reason why I'm saying all of this is because you are always going to be able to get money, and you're always going to come into money regardless. The problem is you're not going to know what to do with it when you get it. So my goal has always been to make sure I get y'all the right education around money, which is also why I'm writing this book, right? I appreciate it, Manny. He says, shit, SCB been my best investment yet. I appreciate that. I'm writing this book right now as well, is because I want to make sure that I get the correct layout to how to get your money to a certain level. Because everybody asks me, how much should I start out with? How much should I start out with? How much should I start out with? Me personally, the first thing to answer the question, first of all, there's really no like perfect number, but I will say this. I need you to be able to start out with money that if I set that shit on fire, you'll be mad. But you'll be like, well, it's not going to change like my life. Like $10,000 is gone, but I still got bill money. I still got my car, it's paid for. I still can eat and feed my family. This is what we call disposable income, right? Disposable income. Majority of the people who I come by do not have disposable income because they have set their current lifestyle too high. So what we're seeing is people make $60,000, right? They make $60,000 a year, which is a decent job for the average person. That's a decent job. You make $60,000 a year, and what happens? You spend $60,000. You get a raise, you make $100K. You spend $100K. If you're lucky, you get another raise. You spend another, like you chase your lifestyle keeps chasing. So you never get to save anything. You never get ahead, right? You never get ahead. Robinhood is cool to learn on, but I don't really care for it. I want you to go to a bigger platform that you can use all of the tools, right? So yes, I'm trying to let y'all know that you got to find a way to hold on to some money and make it disposable money. The reason why I'm saying this, now I'm getting to a point. The reason why I'm saying this is because if your money's not disposable, when you get in the stock market, it never goes directly up. So a lot of y'all are gonna say, hey, what stock should I get into? I can give you 100% winners, literally 100% winners. And every single winner that I give you when you first get in it, it will go down first. You'll get it, it'll go negative. You're like, oh shit, I'm losing money. Well, the people who don't have disposable income, the people who are like, hey, I'm betting my rent money on this shit. I'm betting my rent money, Tay, but I want to make some money. Help me, right? Those people, because that money's not disposable, when the money starts going negative, you go, oh shit, I'm out. I got to get out of there. Whoa, I'm losing my rent money, right? That's right. They're over leveraging. And when you do that, this allows you, you're not allowed to play in a way that we're allowed to play. So for example, I'm just give you an example. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm working with, but let's just say I got $20,000 that's disposable. Literally, I could set that shit on fire and my lifestyle won't change, right? This is also a point, I won't lie, this is also a point where you can start buying the $60,000 watches and stuff because it's disposable. You have money that you can just kind of like, right? Whatever, I don't really need it. It's great to have it, but I don't need it. That's disposable income. Now, as a people, black and brown, instead of spending it on this shit, I know, look, trust me, I like it too. But instead of spending money on this shit, what I'd rather you do is take the $60,000 you're gonna put on a Rolex and go put it in the stock market and start learning how to play that way. It's disposable. So once again, when we get to disposable money and I go buy, I start scaling into a stock and I say, hey, let me buy this, and it goes negative, I'm not really worried that my 60K is now turning into 40K. I'm down 20 grand. Oh my God, right? Which, in most cases, I wouldn't suggest y'all go that low unless you really, really know what you're doing. But let me just say this, right? I wouldn't care about it going down that low, and I'm not going to go fucking crazy and try to go sell for a loss. The reason why is because I was going to go throw the 60K on this watch anyway. So now it gets to the point where you're like, I was going to either go buy a watch or gamble it in the stock market. Because I'll be honest with you, stock market is a form of gambling. I will say that. Being very transparent is gambling, but it is structured gambling. We're making educated gambles. That's really what it is. And the more educated you get, the less risky your gamble is. So I'm playing a gambling game in the stock market. However, my risk goes from 100% down to like 10% because I know what the hell I'm doing. Right? So I'm okay to gamble. That's all this is. So, and that's right, Nelson. You use the profits that you make from the stock market to buy your watch. Okay. There you go. All the bullshit you buy, put the same amount in the market. If you can't buy it, plus put it into the stock market, it shouldn't be spending the money on that bullshit. Big facts. Big facts. All right. I don't know if you get into Bitcoin and stock, or if you are more options. I do all. I got into Bitcoin at 9,000. I sold at 60K. So I turned 6 figures into 7 figures easily with Bitcoin. Yes, I sold most of my shit because I saw the pullback coming. I also made a lot of money from trading stock via MicroStrategy, which also is tied to Bitcoin. I also trade options, which we call arbitrage. You buy low, it goes up, you sell it higher, and you take the in between. We play it in many ways. The goal here is to learn what it is you're doing, and then you can play it in almost any way you like. Do you still think MicroStrategy will run with Bitcoin tomorrow, or will it take a dip as is current? Well, here's the thing. It can do whatever the hell it wants to do, but it's tied to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin runs, then yes, it'll run. I signed up for Coach Fee's upcoming class. What do you recommend I do to prep? Just keep studying Secure the Bag. Study. So when you go in, you're not asking her, what's an indicator? What's an EMA? It's like, well, you already know what an EMA is. You can maximize your time with Coach Fee, right? I never want y'all to have to do that where you're like, what is this? What is that? What is that? And it's like, well, you could have Googled that, or you could have watched that in the course. I need you to use us, right, to answer those questions you might not be able to find online, right? Or you might not be able to find in the course. Or you need to make some stuff make sense. That's what you ask us. How do you play MicroStrategy? We look at the charts, baby, and we play it accordingly. My thoughts on Alibaba are that it's gonna go up eventually. Just gotta give it enough time. MicroStrategy gaps up in the morning after BTC runs is good. You gotta be careful. See, here's the thing. Now we're about to get to it. Now we getting into it. Goddamn it! Is it okay to buy calls at market open? Hell no, you don't buy no calls at market open. Why? Because MicroStrategy has a gap as big as a fucking football field when it comes to market open. What that means is it might be let's just say $1,000. Nah, because shit, MicroStrategy is expensive. But let's just say you can find a contract for $1,000 on MicroStrategy. The bid will be at $1,000, which that's where you have to sell. You can't buy the bid. I'll give you $5,000. The ask would be at $5,000. So you have to put $5,000 in to buy it, because you can't buy it at 1,000. But as soon as you buy it at 5,000, the only way to get out is to sell it at 1,000, or you have to wait till it goes up to this bid number changes to 5,000 or more. Right now, we like to buy smaller spreads where the bid is at 1,000 and the ask is at 1,010, right? But what happens is with MicroStrategy, the spread will be like this. So when you buy here, you have to sell it here and you lose a shit ton of money. See, I got to know how to play. I'm telling y'all, this shit ain't just as easy as tell me what to buy. I'm telling you, it's not that fucking easy. Y'all got to be careful. I don't like to see y'all lose money. That platform, you look at the fundamentals, 10K, 5. Yeah. So I like Benzinga. That's what I teach my folks in Secure the Bag. Benzinga. You're really changing lives, Black man. Salute to you. I appreciate that, family. Most definitely. Somebody asked me what ROC is. Rate of change. Rate of change is an indicator that I will not teach you yet because I don't want y'all to use it. And I have not tested out enough. Okay. I told Secure the Bag folks the same thing. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. I gotta make at least 100 trades with it in order to say, oh, this shit dope. This is what y'all want to go do. Until then, you will not know what the rate of change actually is until I figure out if it works for us or not, or for our strategy. Is there a channel trend where it's build support lines upwards, but a $15 gap? If there's a channel trend where it's build support line trend upwards, but it's a $15 gap. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. No, it's not like the RSI. It's not like the RSI. What do you think of the same expiration day contracts on Fridays? I mean, if you can play it, if you know what you're doing, do your thing, big dog. I actually did that today on Google. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, yeah. So for example, let me show you. I'll take you to Google real quick. I played Google today. Let's see. So yeah, Google failed today. Right? And it fell down to the 5 EMA, which is your 5 moving day average. So when Google fell, I bought it here, right? I bought it here at 27.07. I bought a $2,700 strike price with the expiration date to Friday, right? The thing rolled up because I knew it would. It went from 2707 to 2736. And I pulled out 20% on my money in like 2 hours. This is how I trade, family. This is how I trade. Now, I'm saying this because I told y'all, if you want to trade fast and you want to make money daily, you need to trade stocks that move in a wide range. It's called average true range. We saw this stock literally go from 2707 to 2732. So literally almost $30 move. That allows you to make money because that thing moves so fast or so high in a day, right? Now, you can't do that with Apple. You can't do that with Apple. I know a lot of y'all like, Tay, I need some cheap stocks to play. You cannot do that with Apple. Look at this. Apple literally moved from 145 to 149. That is a $4 move. That is not enough movement to make money. Not in a day. Doesn't work like that. Okay. On charts, do you choose the day at the top, the year at the bottom? I don't know what you mean by that. I have no fucking clue what that means. I use the day chart and the monthly chart in most of my trades just to see where it's going on the monthly. I know about the time frame, but I don't know what you mean by the bottom. I have no idea what you mean by that. What do you think about earnings reports before market open versus after hours? I don't play earnings, family. I'm telling y'all, it's a fucking disaster. Do not play earnings. Sometimes the reason, here's why. I keep getting this question. Here's why we don't play earnings. Y'all learning earnings and playing earnings from fucking novice traders. These are novice fucking traders and they're big gamblers, right? Very big gamblers. The reason why we don't play earnings, listen closely. Don't even type anything right now. Listen. The reason why we don't play earnings is because a lot of times the fucking earnings report is built into the price already. So for example, we will see some stocks ride up. Look, earnings on Apple it was today, right? Now here's the funny part. Watch this. Apple been running up since June. Beginning of June. Up. Pull back a little bit. Up. Earnings report came out. The earnings were fucking amazing. What happened? The stock falls. The earnings is the biggest fucking gamble you can play. Don't play earnings. Watch the fucking charts. Learn these charts, right? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes they go up. But rarely. Sometimes it'll be a bad earnings report, right? And guess what'll happen? Shit'll go up. Earnings are not something you want to play. That is a novice fucking trader. And you will never see a trader. Let me say this. You will rarely see a trader with any significant amount of money. You will never see a trader with a decent amount of money playing fucking earnings. You think I'm gonna throw $100,000 on a stock betting that earnings was good? Fuck no. I'm not putting 100 grand on a stock betting that the earnings was good because I like the company. Why would I do that? And that's not even the highest trade I go into. Sometimes I might play $800,000 on a stock. You think I'm gonna put 800 grand on a stock? Because I think earnings is gonna be good? No, that's not how we play. That's, like I said, that's a novice fucking trader. And if somebody's teaching, see, that's that shit y'all be Googling. That's your problem right there. That's that shit y'all be Googling. Y'all looking for the free game. You go on to YouTube and fucking Google, and they teaching y'all this shit for free. This bullshit. They teaching you to play earnings. And then they'll go, look, they even got the little charts where you can go and they're like, oh, let's see who's going out for earnings today or this week, right? And then they got y'all, they rocking y'all to sleep with that shit. And then y'all go, oh, Apple's earnings is today and Google's earnings. I'm gonna grab a contract for Apple and hope it goes up because I like iPhones. Not to fucking mention that Apple has been running all month. And I'm like, holy fuck, this what y'all Googling? This what y'all Googling? This what y'all going to YouTube and find? I love when people say, you can Google everything Tay teaching. And I'm like, go ahead, my nigga. Like, do your thing. Shit. Good luck. Good luck. Let me tell you something. I ain't banging out all these profits playing fucking earnings. I can tell you that now. I can tell you that now, big dog. We don't play earnings. I don't give a shit about earnings. Because guess what? I'm the motherfucker that grabbed Apple right here. Just give you an example. But I'm one of the motherfuckers that grabbed Apple right here before the breakout. I grabbed it at, what's this price? 124. I'm the motherfucker that grabbed it at 124 and I sold it to you when you wanted to play earnings. You earnings motherfuckers, I sold it to you at 147. So all of y'all who are playing earnings, y'all buying my shit. I get it cheap. I sell it to you for more. And then you probably lose on earnings. That's right, goofies. And this is why I'm always, that's right, for every seller, there's a buyer. So I'm trying to teach see what I do in Secure the Back, I teach my people how to get it the cheapest. We getting it the cheapest, we sell it to the goofies. We sell it to the Googling motherfuckers, right? Because there's always going to be those. So I'm not actually against the Googlers. I like the people who are Googling and YouTube and how to play the stock market. All I want to know is where they putting their money so I can go over there and take it. That's literally it. So when I hear, sometimes I go play AMC. Oh, I got some AMC. And they're buying it at the top. Oh, AMC is running up. I'm buying more. I'm going against you because I want all your money. That's why I tell people all the time. I'm like, I'm going to get your money regardless. I want to get your money regardless. Usually I get more than what you would have paid me. You'd be surprised how many people come to me and they say, Tay, I lost $30,000. I lost $40K. I lost $90K. I had one guy tell me he lost $90,000. I asked him, I said, what'd you lose the $90K on? Some of y'all know this story. I said, what did you lose the $90K on, big dog? He said, I lost it on Tesla. I said, ooh, you lost $90K on Tesla? Yeah. Well, I made $95,000 on that Tesla move. I just took your $90K. Hurts. But at the time, Secure the Bag was $5,000. You could have gave me $5,000 and played Tesla with me and made a shit ton of money. But people don't want to listen to me. So, and that's why I'm always saying, I'm like, that's why I don't worry. I'm not here to, when people are like, oh, do this and do that. I don't jump over hoops for people. I let them talk their shit. You can learn it on Google. I said, do your thing. You just let me know where you playing. You let me know where you're playing. All right. That's all I want to know. Let me know where you're going to be playing so I can come take your money. So yeah, it is what it is. Now here's the bad part. The bad part is a lot of people get lucky in these environments. So I saw somebody say, I got AMC for $10, right? I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But here's the thing. When you get lucky in the stock market, it does two things for you. Number one, it gives you a false sense of confidence. That's right. Luck runs out eventually. So you think you good, and you think exactly what you did to go to win on AMC, you start doing that everywhere. Well, I Googled what stocks to get in on, and somebody mentioned AMC. So I bought AMC. So now I'm going to Google it again. What stocks to get in on? And then you give back all of those fucking profits. That's right. I've seen it time and time again. This ain't my first rodeo. I've seen it time and time again. That's right. Market conditions changed on that ass. And that's what happens. That's what happens. So, what sectors would you recommend staying away from? None of them. Like, we trade, baby. Here's the beauty of what we do. We can trade any fucking thing. Y'all got to keep in mind, I come from trading bankrupt stocks, bankrupt companies. What that basically means is when fucking Hertz went bankrupt, I made $180,000 trading it. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up. People were going crazy. Oh, Hertz is going bankrupt. I knew how to play it as it was falling. It fell. I caught the bounce. It was called a dead cat bounce. Give me that money. It fell again. Dead cat bounce. It fell down to like $1.97 or something. I grabbed it at a support level. And motherfucker ran back up to like $7. I pulled out and then it fell and died off for good. Right? We are able to play now. I don't suggest playing those, right? See, I'm a professional, and that's why I got my start. See, I learned how to do what I do now, playing penny stocks. But one thing that I learned is that penny stocks are even worse. Like the risk is way worse trading penny stocks. Why? Because if we get a stock and I tell you get it and hold it long enough till it goes up, with a penny stock, because it's a penny stock and it's probably going bankrupt, with a penny stock, it might not come back up, or it's less likely, and it's less liquidity. That's right. Now, if I tell you to get in on Apple, it's probably going to go up eventually, right? It's going to go up. Somebody said, what's a dead cat bounce? A dead cat bounce is when a stock falls sharply and then it bounces back up before it falls even more. We'll get those a lot. You'll see that in the market coming up. When the market starts to fall, it'll fall. People are like, oh my God, the market's crashing. We grab that. It bounces up to a certain level. We call it a resistance point. We sell that shit because we know it ain't going up for good. We just taking that dead cat bounce, right? And this is where a lot of people go wrong. Why? Because a lot of people, they'll buy it and they're like, oh, it's falling. Tay said, we buy dead cat bounce. They buy it and then they hold it thinking it's going to keep running. But it falls, you buy it, it goes up just a little bit, you sell it, and then the market keeps falling. So there's ways of doing it. That's what's called a dead cat bounce, okay? 1 day, 5 days, 6 months, year to date, and 1 year section at the bottom of the chart on your screen. Okay, so we don't really touch these, right? We don't really touch these. So if you want to go to a month chart, there's your month, right? You want to go to a week chart, there's your week. You want to go to a day chart, there's your day. That's how we play that, right? I don't really touch these down here. Hope that answers your questions, big dog. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I've been winning, but I've been leaving money on the table. And that's fine. That's fine. Leaving money on the table is something that you're always gonna do. You're never gonna buy the top or sell the top. Never. If you do, you got lucky. You got lucky. What trading platforms do you recommend? I like TradingView is a good platform as far as charting. And then whatever brokerage you want, just all of the shit's the same for the most part. Just go get you a broker. TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, TradeStation, they all the same. I don't want y'all overthinking that shit. I hate when people ask me that. What broker do you use? I'm like, get one. Like, just get one. You just need to be able to buy and sell. That's it. Forex is trash. I don't do Forex. I don't suggest it. What is the true average indicator? What's true average indicator does? I'm not sure what you're saying. What do you see a true average indicator? I don't know what you mean by that. What offers pre-market trading? Pretty much all of the big platforms, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, all of them offer pre-market trading. Now, pre-market trading is only something you can do if you're trading shares. If you're trading options, you still cannot trade pre-market. Okay. What book are you currently reading? Principles by my guy, Ray Dalio. Finishing it up now. I'm in Money Magnet. Do you send plays there in the Telegram? Yes. Scroll up. I've already sent 2 plays. Y'all get 1 a month because in Money Magnet, y'all should not have that much money. The less money you have, the longer you need to hold your plays. I've given out 2 plays. Alibaba is one of them. Hold that shit for at least 6 months. You can get out between 10 and 40%, right? But yeah. So Money Magnet is only for smaller accounts, and the reason why I got y'all doing 1 play, I might give you 1 stock a month, is because you should not be playing fast. You should not. You don't have a lot of money to play fast. Okay. You made a call on Baba or put. I really don't even want to tell you. If you got to ask that question, you probably shouldn't even be trading. Buy some shares. Just buy some shares. All right. Just buy some shares. Who taught you the game? I've learned the game from a billionaire, and I learned the game from a guy named David. Chinese stocks might run up last quarter of the year. I think so too. So yeah. Let's see. Good stuff on the fasting family. I see you. Bro, could you show us how the 3 bands course looks? I'm not sure what you mean by how it looks. What's your take on Sam? I haven't really looked at Sam. Let's look at it real quick. I'm not gonna get in on that though, because what'll happen is everybody go, oh, assess my stock, and 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 my stock. And I don't get caught up in that bullshit. That is a never win. You cannot win that game. We got a nice little gap here though. It's a nice gap. They just had shitty earnings. That's all. Ray Dalio is the book that I'm reading, or the Principles is the name of the book that I'm reading by Ray Dalio. That's right. If you can afford it 3 times, buy 1. Let's see. What are you trying to accomplish with teaching people how to trade? You said, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to empower people. I hope you can see that. I mean, that's why else would a millionaire, and when I say I'm a millionaire, let me say this, to set the stage for people, right? An 8-figure earner. I'm not just 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, $5 million, right? I'm not gonna tell you how much, but an 8-figure, right? Who's heading to 9 figures. Why else the fuck would I be on here teaching? Right? For free at fucking 9 o'clock at night. Right? I can be in there freaking on my woman. But instead I decided to come in here and fucking teach for free. Right? So it's because I want to see people empowering. I want to empower people and see people win. That's why. So yeah, that's it. Hope that makes sense. Hope that answers your question. Okay. Let's see. A lot of time from you. Thank you for being generous with giving the game. Most definitely. Most definitely. No, there's not many like me, family. I try to show y'all that because, most people get in my position, they pull the ladder up. They're like, fuck that, I got mine. We out. Let's see. Got your HAE is the pharmaceutical company. I got my family said I'm pulling the ladder up. I know most of y'all would though. Most of y'all pull the ladder up. Most of y'all will pull the ladder up. But yeah, it is what it is. Now here's the thing. One of the reasons why I teach for free, but also still charge, this is gonna freak most of y'all out. So I teach for free, yes, but then I also have stuff that I want you to pay for. Why? Let's iron this out. Well, because when I teach for free, I'm not gonna say nobody, but a lot of people don't use the shit. They don't take it serious. I have evidence to back this shit up. That's right. The free don't execute. Facts. So what I have seen, keep in mind, my $15,000 program started out as a $50 a month program. Now, most of y'all will pay $50 now. Why? Because you see the success of it. Like, Tay, oh shit, I'm getting a $15,000 program for $50. Of course you'd buy it. Right? Of course. Now, what I've seen is the $50 a month people, when they come to me and they say, hey, Tay, I'm ready to cancel my $50 a month program. You can stop taking the shit out, right? You can stop taking the $50 out. I usually go over, or now somebody on my team, I usually go over and I look and I see at the participation rate. And I see that these $50 motherfuckers literally logged in less than 10 times within a year. These $50 motherfuckers literally watch less than 5% of the course. Crazy, right? So I'm like, huh. So I'm like, these cheap motherfuckers actually aren't using the program. Why? Why is that? That's right. When you pay, you value it. But here's the big thing. It's like a car. Fellas and some ladies, pay attention to a person who had, just some regular old ass Toyota Camry or something. And that's nothing against Toyotas. I had a Toyota and I loved my Toyota, right? But let me tell you something. When I had my Toyota, I didn't wash that motherfucker a lot. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I didn't wash my Toyota a lot. People get in, you got food. Sure, you can eat in my Toyota. Do your thing. Right? However, I use Toyota example because I drove a Toyota, so nobody could talk shit. Like, oh, you talking shit about Toyotas? No, I'm not, because I drove one for years, right? That's why I talk about Toyota Camrys. So I could actually say, I've actually, I've had one, I own one. But I didn't wash it. And, you get in my car, if you got some food and you're like, hey, can I eat in here? Sure, you can eat. It's a Toyota, right? But that motherfucking Lambo, no, you're not eating in my Lambo. No, you're not eating in my Lambo. You're not eating in my fucking Rolls Royce. That's right. I didn't value the fucking Toyota like I value my Lambo. Motherfucker, I paid $700 grand for this Lambo. You're not eating in my Lambo. And I wash that Lambo almost as much as I wash my ass. I take a shower, the Lambo gets a shower. I take a shower, the fucking Rolls Royce gets a shower. Family said, I'm eating that Lambo, Tay. You will never get in that motherfucker. Right? It's the value. It's the perceived value. So it's the same way with the courses. It's the same way with what we do in life. This is why most of y'all go to college and you fuck it off. Why? Because most of y'all got college for free. I mean, free. You got fucking student loan debts, but you didn't take it serious. You definitely didn't take it serious as the people who had to go to work and actively pay for their college on the spot. Hey, you got to take this class. The bill is due for this class today, tomorrow, next week. You got to pay for this class. People who had to pay for that fucking college class, guess what? They got in that motherfucker, they took it serious because they're like, I'm busting my ass to pay for this college class. The people who went to college for free or on a loan, so it's like, it wasn't for free, but it was delayed. You didn't see that bill. So you were like, fuck college. I'm having fun. I'm turning up, whatever, right? But when you paying for shit actively, y'all don't take this shit. Look, when you pay for something actively, I'm telling you, you take this shit a lot more serious. You take this shit a lot more serious. We had on the hood at the YMCA. Now you ain't even on the hood of the Lambo. Matter of fact, the Lambo will never see Nashville. I can tell you that now. The Lambo will never see Nashville. How you do anything is how you do everything. Facts. And college does not teach people how to make money. Yeah, I mean that's true. You know. Have you ever wanted to quit in your earlier days? And if so, how do you go through that? Love story time by Tay. Of course I wanted to. Actually, I did quit. I stopped trading a while ago. When I started the stock market, I made some good money in the first 6 months, and then I took a big ass loss. I think I lost like 90% of what I had. Right? I quit. I quit. I said, fuck this, I'm out of here. If I can lose money that quick, I don't want to play this. I'm out. So then I took a little time off. Time goes by. Then I realized, wait a fucking minute. If I can lose $8,000 in a couple minutes, excuse me, if I can make a couple, $8,000 in a couple minutes, I can make $8,000. Or if I can lose $8,000 in a couple minutes, I can make $8,000 in a couple minutes. That's when I came back. I'm like, shit, we got to learn this. Literally, I took it so serious. I was like, you just got to learn. You just got to spend so much time with this that you just become a fucking wizard at it. That was my thing. I said, you just got to become a wizard. Throw everything you got at it. Literally, I told myself, I said, whatever resource I need to throw at this, throw the resource at it. So all in all, I spent maybe $70K taking different like courses. I've been in every course, pretty much. Tim Grattani, fucking Timothy Sykes, fucking Ross Cameron with Warrior Trader. I've bought Tim Grattani's little DVD set that he was selling for $2,000. He had a DVD set for $2,000. Davis program, fucking, I paid for it all. Shit, I spent almost $70,000 trying to learn this shit, right? But when I got it, I got it. And I've made well over $70,000 back on my investment. So it has been worth it. For those people who ask, was it worth it? Of course it was worth it, right? Is the $15K to get in to be paid all at once? No, it is not. No, it is not. There's different. You can pay $5,000 down and $1,000 a month. Something like that. That's right. Nigga make $70K a day now. That's right. So I paid $70K to learn this shit. And fast forward, almost half a decade or a little over half a decade later, if I can't make, if I leave the stock market with less than $70K a week, I am fucking pissed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am fucking pissed. Damn, I put 2K in courses and thought I was doing something. No, but you gotta start, everybody gotta start somewhere, right? And it's a scale up process, right? You start at one place, you maybe get good at it, you put more money into it, you start, you get good at that place, you scale to the next place, right? Me, I was a little crazy. I probably did a little faster than the average person, but that's because I'm very disciplined. And when it's time to learn something, I learn it, right? I learn it. So for the first like 3-4 years, I spent 7 hours a day trading the stock market or learning about it. So we would wake up at 6:30. We would start looking at pre-markets. I would watch a show called Pre-Market Prep, which is by Benzinga. It comes on YouTube. It's totally free. I would do my charting. I would watch CNBC after that. I would watch the market open. I'd trade the market as it was opening. Even if I had to paper trade, when I was first starting out, I'm trying to think. When I was first starting out, maybe after I took that big loss, for the first or the next 6 months, I paper traded, which means I was just practicing. I paper trade. Once I got good at paper trading, then I started to add real money into it, and boom, right? Let's see. I don't want to lose my spot, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Don't worry, I'll be back. It's all good, family. God bless this man. I'll be investing my 5K very soon. I appreciate you, family. Have you ever felt like you had information overload? All the fucking time. Yeah. All the time. That's why I tell y'all, I gotta watch this stuff more than once. Even when you come into Secure the Bag, if you watch Secure the Bag just one time, you are losing 90% of the value. Because you're not gonna learn everything the first time. You're not. Oh, I didn't know that. 5,000 down, 1,000 a month. I can do that. How much access do we get with the 5,000 down? You get all of the access you need, right? All the access you need. The big bag, the big loss probably made you who you are today. Absolutely. Let me tell y'all something. Big losses they don't happen to you. Big losses happen for you. I'll say that again. Big losses do not happen to you. They happen for you. Because when you take a big loss, it's like a fight. Think about a fight, right? If you fight and you got a teacher, so Secure the Bag or the stock market is the fight, right? And you got a teacher, me, I'm your teacher, saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, you're going to lose. And you do it, it's just like a fight. So if you get ready to fight somebody and I'm like, put your hands up, and you swinging, and I'm like, put your fucking hands up. And then the person, pow, hit you right in the mouth, guess what you're going to do? Oh, shit. You're going to put them hands up, aren't you? You're going to put them hands up real quick. Let me guard my face now because this motherfucker just knocked my teeth out. Right? So what happens there is you learn a very valuable lesson. And you start, so just like with the fight, to put your hands up so you don't get hit in the mouth, in the stock market, you'll start playing a lot more different, right? You'll start playing a lot more protective, just like putting your hands up to guard your mouth, right? That's how I learned defense in boxing. That man rocked me. Facts. Yeah, if you don't put your damn hands up, you're gonna get your ass knocked out. That's right. You gotta lose to win. Gotta lose to know how to win. Okay, this is Greg. I'm ready to put me in the right direction to get going. I wasted some money on courses, but because I'll tell you, I'm shooting my shooting guard, I'm willing to buy more courses. I got you, Greg. The analogy goat. Y'all know how I am. You know I love my analogies. I'm gonna make the shit make sense. That's my goal. It's always been my goal. And as long as I'm doing this, I'm always gonna come up with good analogies to make it make sense. A lot of y'all are asking for this link, so I'm gonna post it right here. Let's see. So I'm posting a link to the 5K down and $1,000 a month. So if y'all want to get that, the link you should be able to see it. Let's see. What if it's like that or more in depth? The 3K course. So let me explain something to y'all. Bear market will be here, but not yet. Let me explain something to y'all the way this thing works. So I have the road to STB, I have money market, and then I have secure the bag. The difference in those each are the amounts of time that I teach in those. So road to STB has like 6 hours maybe of class work that you need to watch. Money Magnet has 17, 18 hours, I believe, something like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. I went fucking hard with Money Magnet. I went hard with Money Magnet. I'm not gonna lie. Especially that first video, I taught y'all my EMA strategy. That's one of my favorites. Like, that's how we play. I'm not gonna lie. This shit was dope. I never got my Money Magnet link. Let me see. I said, yeah, went hard for real. That Money Magnet, I ain't gonna lie, I went hard with it. Here's some funny stuff. I just seen somebody say, I never got my Money Magnet link, Tay. Here's another example with the whole $50 idea, right? People from Small Account Challenge, a lot of them lost money. They didn't do right because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So I felt bad. And I said, look, I'm going to give y'all my $3,000 course within the next fucking 72 hours. You better get this fucking course or you're going to be asked out, right? I gave them my $3,000 course for $50 fucking dollars because I felt bad. I'm like, hey, let me help you out, right? I'm really a nice guy. People say I'm arrogant, but I'm really a nice guy, right? People didn't see it. People fucked around with it. They waited on it. Until this day, I'm still getting people saying, hey, Tay, I didn't get the link. Where's the link? The link isn't working now. And I'm like, baby, you missed the boat. I'm not going to keep that shit discounted forever because I don't want to piss off my people who are paying $3,000 for this shit, which is worth the $3,000. But I feel bad for the people in the Small Account Challenge who lost money. Right now, granted, it was a Small Account Challenge, so you shouldn't have lost more than $2,000 because otherwise your ass didn't have a small account and you shouldn't have been in a Small Account Challenge. That was the thing. That was my whole like rationale. This is how my mind works. This is how my mind works. Okay. The Small Account Challenge was for people with less than $2,000. So if you lost money because you didn't know what you were doing, you probably lost up to $2,000. So I said, hey, here's my $3,000 course for $50 because I still need you to be invested. I need you to have some skin in the game. You got 72 fucking hours to buy it. Right? Now, here's the fucked up part. Yeah, I blessed them big time, family. Here's the fucked up part. One of the things I noticed as an entrepreneur, especially a Black entrepreneur, is that people will put constraints or expectations on you that they wouldn't do in any other fucking situation. Right? If fucking McDonald's, I know some of y'all still eat that bullshit. If McDonald's has a deal on a fucking McRib, right? They say you buy one, you get one free. Only until Friday. If you missed the fucking Friday deadline, you don't go to McDonald's and say, can I still get that McRib? Please, I want that McRib. Can I please get that McRib for the free ski? Can I please get that McRib for the free ski? Please. Y'all don't do that. Right? But we put these same, and this is why a lot of people are afraid to become entrepreneurs because they know how people treat them. But I run a business just like fucking McDonald's and Kroger and whoever the fuck else, right? So when y'all be missing them deals, I can't help you after that. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not a sucker. I am not a sucker. All right. All right. So see, this it would be nice right about now to say, oh, I know. Oh, I know it would be. But there are no sales going on right now, family. I'm sorry. Because like I said, that really pisses off people. I don't want to piss anybody off. The only reason why I did that was for the small account people. And it was a very, very slim time. You had to get it early, right? You had to get it. You had to get it early. Because when I do stuff like that, I cannot piss people off. I cannot piss people off. People are paying big dollars for that. I cannot do it long. All right. Y'all will understand that one day. I cannot do that. And the last thing, and let's just keep it real. Let's say you got a $5,000 product. Right? Big facts. People sleeping on feet. They are. And it's because it's not me. And they're like, oh, well, it ain't Tay. It ain't Tay, so I don't want to join that class, right? But here's the thing. Who you think taught feet? Now, it ain't just who you think taught feet. I'm going to go even a step further. Who you think spend more time with me more than feet? Not Renee. Not any of my other one-on-ones. No. He is with me every day. He gets all of the game. And she's smart as fuck. Let me just say that. She's smart as fuck. That's right. She know the game top to bottom. So when y'all hear that Coach Fee's doing a class for $99, see, not only is she smart as fuck and she get the game from me, but she's a woman, which means women are a little bit more nicer than men. Right? I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. I'll drop her IG in the chat. Now, women are a little bit more nicer than men. So she sees what's going on and she's like, oh, people really need help. I want to do a class that more people can afford. And I'm like, go on and do that shit. They ain't gonna take it serious. No way. Fuck them. Right? That'd be my energy sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. And she has to rub my back and just tell me, well, Tay, everybody ain't got it. Everybody, sometimes you gotta help the kids. That's what she said. Sometimes you gotta help the kids out. They not know what they do. So she like, I wanna do a cheaper class and really help the beginners. I really want to help people, right? I really do. And I'm like, do your thing, baby. do your thing, right? So she's a lot nicer. Scott, hit me up, family. I'll help you out. We'll take care of that. Can we talk about how beautiful she is too? I appreciate it, family. Yeah, that's That's Coach Fee. She got to convince you to do a flash sale real quick. That's my girl now, but she ain't gonna convince me to do that. But yeah, she family. Yeah, she's definitely family, and like I said, she's just as good. She's just as good. I've been watching her make. I think yesterday. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday. She sent her screenshots. She posted her screenshots on IG, and I think she made $14,000 yesterday or something like that. 13, 14K yesterday. So yeah. Hey, my girl gets it in. My girl gets it in. She's good at what she does. Like I said, she's smart. Very smart. She understands the game. And like I said, I've been teaching her for a while now. So now she's good. And she came into STB, like I put her into STB. She came in and like learned the shit on her own first. And then of course she spent time with me learning it one-on-one. So yeah. But yeah, class will be interactive. Let's see, I'm about to sign up. She said, okay, I got that. Yeah, I appreciate y'all though, family. But yeah, but I say all of that to say that, there are we try to make some alternatives for people, but like I said, I'm getting to that point where I'm like, they're not gonna pay attention to it either. So, I ain't going cheap no more. Fuck them. That's how I think sometimes. I'll be honest with you. So that's been my energy. But she's a lot nicer. She's a lot nicer. That's right. She's smart and she's vegan. That's right. It's my little vegan babe. But no cap, I got the money magnet, so that makes sense because I don't want stuff I know. Yeah, if you got money magnet, no, I think you'll be fine. If you got money magnet, you should be good. This is more so for like beginners or people who just are trying to get to the next level. Okay. See, I'm actually learning. This is so good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Smart people are vegan. That's right. Are you gonna sell the Maybach? Yeah, I'm selling it, man. I'm selling that Maybach. I don't drive it. Because the Maybach was down here in Puerto Rico. I had to ship back up to Miami because, first of all, I don't go anywhere in Puerto Rico. Everything I need is right here. So I don't go anywhere in Puerto Rico, for one. For two, I originally bought the Maybach down here because I wanted to have something nice for when my guests came to Puerto Rico. I had something nice to pick them up in. And one of the reasons why I'm selling the Maybach is because I don't really get guests. I don't really like people. Y'all know that, right? I don't really want a lot of people in my space. So yeah, I don't have a lot of guests either. Right. So, Christian, shout out to Christian. I'm not sure if he's on here. So my right-hand man / my assistant does all my grocery shopping. Right. And if it's not him, then my chef does the grocery shopping. So both of them do the grocery shopping and the cooking. So I don't have to leave to do grocery shopping. Right. If I need any clothes or anything, I don't buy them from Puerto Rico. Shit. If anything, I'll shop online or I'll fucking go to Miami or, when I'm in the States. So no, I don't really go anywhere. So let's see, when is a good time to lease a car instead of buying? When it makes sense. When it makes sense. So if you got a business, things like that. That's right. I love fucking options. That's right. I love having options. But leasing a car just makes sense if you can justify the lease payment. Excuse me. What's the cost of the one-on-one with fee? I think she's charging like $2,000 a session or something like that now. I keep telling y'all, the more people, and this was with everybody, the more people make in the stock market, the more they start charging for one-on-one pricing. That's just it. So, it's $250,000 for a week with me. And that's really, I told y'all y'all know I keep it real. I told y'all in my story, one of my stories, and I said, because, people are like, why is your one-on-one so expensive? Because I'm trying to price you out. Like, I don't want to do it. So I'm trying to come up with a price that's so fucking high that you're like, I'm not working with Tay. Good. I don't like working. I don't like people in my space. I really don't. Like, I'm an introvert at heart. I'm an introvert at heart. So if I can make a price that's so high and so fucking outrageous that most people either can't afford it or just will not pay that shit because it's so high. That's what I'm trying to do. And at the same time, if people are like, well, I'll pay it. It's such a price. It's such a price that is so high. It's like, well, I guess I'm willing to deal with you being in my space. Let's get it. Yeah, I guess you're serious. I'll work with you because you're serious, right? So that's why I price myself the way I do. Like, I price it not for the people to be able to afford it. I don't want people to afford it because I don't really want nobody in my space. Like, I'm telling you, I'm a fucking introvert at heart. It ain't nothing against anybody. I just don't like people. I don't really like people. So I'm an introvert. That's the Capricorn in me. If I got any Capricorns in here, y'all feel me. Y'all feel me. Send a 1 if you feel me. You're a Capricorn and you feel me. Send a 1. See, I got some 1s coming. Look at that. Introverts. That's right. Like, yeah. All right. I'm a Libra and I feel you. Like, seriously. That's just how it is. So for me, it's nothing. Said I hate people. Seriously though, like, yeah, I don't really like people. I don't like people in my space. Like, literally, one of the reasons why I really fuck with Fee is because she's one of the first people that, like, I have got to a point where, like, I love her in my space. Like, I don't mind her being with me at all times and in my space. I've never felt like that with anybody. Usually I be over you, like, oh my God, like, get the fuck, like, go somewhere, please. I haven't felt that with her ever. So, and I've been knowing her since I was 15. So that says something about her, which is why she's here. You know what I mean? So it's not like that with everybody. So, so yeah, I don't really like people. And that goes for, like, family members. That goes for everybody, shit, for the most part. But like I said, Fee is the first person in damn near in life that I don't look at her like, why are you still here? Like, go do something. You know what I mean? Like, go do something. I don't do her like that because I like her being in my space. Like, she's cool. She eat the food I eat. Like, she's damn near just like me. That's why it's cool. But everybody else, it's like a headache. It's like a headache. And once again, it's nothing against people. I'm just an introvert. It's nothing against people at all. Just an introvert. Gonna hold yourself an assistant hostage for a one-on-one. Now that's funny. Let's see. Saying, I would never date someone like me. See, now that's funny. That's funny. And you know, some people are different like that. But see, let me tell you something. I'm fucking lit. I'm lit. So if you just like me, I want you in my space at all times. Oh man. No, but seriously though, like, seriously, I'm okay with somebody who's just like me. Because really the reason why I hate people a lot of times is because I'm constantly having to adjust. Right? I'm constantly having to adjust my norm for people, for normal people especially, right? So if you come in my space and you don't eat what I eat, then it's like, well, holy fuck, I can't say certain words around you. I'm gonna probably hurt your feelings, or, you know, or I gotta accommodate your ass because you don't eat what I eat. You know what I mean? It's always something. Or, you know, it's just always something. right? If I'm watching TV, like, oh, I like to watch educational stuff because I'm always learning, but yo ass want to watch Housewives or some bullshit, right? So like, I don't like people in my space because I'm always having to accommodate. I hate this shit. I hate accommodating. So that's why. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why. Let's see. Right. I hate accommodation and obligation. Facts. Me too. Facts. Option trading doesn't change me for sure. Big facts. So yeah, that's, the people's excuses, and people, oh, I hurt your feelings because I said the wrong thing. Or, oh, yeah, this is what it is. Seriously, I'm married to a Capricorn. So true. Like, seriously, yeah. Yes. Being with a Capricorn taught me to appreciate solitude. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, we lit, man. If you can find somebody who's a decent human and they're Capricorn, probably gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, that's just what it is. See, nothing like accommodating. Bitch, you ain't fucking. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. So now, that's that's the explanation behind all of that. People just weird sometimes. So, but I'm pretty cordial, and I can, I do appreciate people. I just don't like them a lot of the times. That's all. I just don't like people a lot of the times, but I can appreciate people. I definitely appreciate people and what they have to offer. But my fucking tank runs low very quick. Like, a lot of times I'm like, ooh. I'm like, all right, I gotta recharge. My battery's dead. Like, you have drained my fucking energy. I gotta go. How long do you recommend beginners to trade stocks before options? I would actually say paper trade first and then trade stocks. I'd give it a year, or at least until you're 80%. You got an 80% win rate. If you're winning 80% of the time for at least 6 months, yeah, you can start option trading. I think you'd be good. That's right. When you change your mindset, it make you feel like you're alien. That is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Yeah. So, you start thinking, you change your mindset, and then, they're just kind of like, yeah, it's crazy. But family, I'm gonna get out of here. I got an early morning. Y'all know I'm trying to knock these 40 pounds off from post surgery. So I'm doing 2 a day. So I got to wake up, go knock out my first workout, et cetera, right? I'm already now 10 pounds. So, I don't fuck around, right? So we're going to get this thing going. Appreciate you, family. Most definitely. But yeah, so I got some working out to do. That's right, fasted cardio. So let's get it. Let's get it, Mr. Epps or Mrs. Epps. I don't know, and I don't want to butcher your first name. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your night. I gotta get it. Like I said, we're going. Your website is down. I want to compare. Yeah, just DM me if y'all got anything, right? Just DM me if you got any questions. I'll try to get to your DMs. But yeah, fat boy genetics. I got to get out of here. So I'm going to sleep. I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace.